the military. There's some guys, they mean well. God, they mean well. They're wearing those poppies and they're going out and marching and doing this thing. Not for this country. The British Dutch East India Company. Dealing in heroin in China. Oh, is it somehow attached to royalty in this country? You can bet your sweet bippy it is. And you mentioned one thing. You started talking about just now these problems. Get out of the paper. Get out of the funny money.
Right, well let's talk about that then. So you're saying, and a lot of other people are saying, that we could be entering a period, you know, a bit deflationary environment at the moment, but we could be entering a period of hyperinflation or increased inflation.
No, we can't, could be, we are.
We are, okay.
We are. The dollar isn't dying, it's dead. Gold reached $1,100 an ounce. The dollar reached new lows. How could this be?
So people should be getting out of the paper money. What about property? Would that be a good investment at the moment then, or?
Well, you can't eat property. Dehydrated foods. Gold, yes. It's probably maybe too expensive for you, but buy silver. And if you have an unregistered gun, get lead. They're coming to kill you. I mean, there's no question about it. In Zimbabwe, they went over and took out about 23,000 matabili north of Bulawayo. I used to go to the Swana girl, and she called me and said, Anthony, this guy's crazy. Robert Mugabe was out there making paper money, just like our president, Obama. And we have an abomination as president of the United States. And he's bringing us into an Armageddon. No, let me rephrase it. An Obamageddon.
Obamageddon. That's a good one, I like that one. I mean, I love the way that you talk about America when you were a child. You grew up in this wonderful place. You know, it was the envy of the world at that time. I can remember a tracksuit as a young child, USA on it. You know, people looked up to America. It was, and it's gone horribly wrong. And I can draw parallels even with my own childhood, you know, which wasn't that long ago. In this country, when you grow up, and you love England. You're really proud to be a part of England. You think it's a great place to live. And then suddenly you find all this stuff going on behind the scenes.
This is a wonderful nation. It's a wonderful nation. The only problem is those guys who are manufacturing the money. This Franken-fed movie, you can get it. You can give a donation to the UK column. You can give a donation to Ian Crane. You can give a donation to On the Edge TV. Hopefully they'll accept it. And with the donation, they'll make one of my films and send it to you. What do I want out of it? I want the freedom of this country. I'm donating these films. I'm not going to get any money from it. I was coming back here to England. I've never been to Blackpool before. But I wanted to come here. My grandmother was born either here or close by somewhere. She left here and went to Canada. And I don't know whether my grandfather was born here or not. But England has beauty, the spirit. Somewhere deep down inside, I know it's there. I know it's down there somewhere. We haven't lost it entirely. That lady hasn't sung, it's not over. But she's rehearsing.
So the thing is, Anthony, I suppose the big question is, with all this going on, how long do you think we've got left to actually, because you're still saying we can win this, you know, we can turn it around, but how long have we got left, do you think, in your opinion?
It's not we can win it, we start winning it. We are winning it now. Gray, you're having me here with you, talking about preparing to survive preparing to thrive, talking about the insanity of 80% taxation on fuel. The country runs on fuel. And the government is over there strangling you, and you're looking up, my God, they want to strangle you more. If they increase the price of gas, they strangle you still more. And it's the VAT, it's the value added, and they're pressing you down, and you're going further and further down, and God, you're looking up. Don't you recognize? Don't you know? Can't you see it? Can't you hear it? Can't you sense it? Gray's got the message. Ian Crane's got the message. This tall guy with the tattoos, he's running around, he's got the message.
John Harris, that is, I think.
Yeah, it's John Harris. They're killing you. They're killing your freedom. They want to inject your child, they want to mark your child. The Parliament is saying, yes, we want mandatory things. We don't want you to have the right to protest. We don't want you to have the right to simply take a stand. We don't want you to stand up. We don't even want you to be allowed to sit down. We want to bury you. We want to take away everything you got. We want to take away everything you ever had. When they deflate this money, if a lady, and I was taking a look at the meeting last night, here's a lady, she's looking up at me and I'm saying, lady, if you got 45,000 pounds in the bank and your grandfather gave some of these to you and your mama and your daddy worked his life in a coal mine, and it now costs you £4.50 to go out and buy fish and chips. 3 months from now, it may be 45 quid to go out and buy fish and chips. Everything that you got in the bank is worth less. Everything that you worked for and saved for and strive for is being depleted. It's a vampirian situation. They have their fangs into your neck and they're sucking the blood. It's like an IV, not that's interest, that's putting nutrients into your system. It's taking the nutrients away. They don't want you healthy, they want you sick. They don't want you happy, they want you miserable. They don't want you to have freedom. This country has become a giant prison without bars. It's a prison system. It's exactly that. I was on Alcatraz doing this film. And the criminals used to be on the island, incarcerated
I've been to
for crimes. Now,
Now, let's just have a quick word from you on the on what we could call, I think you maybe referred to it as touchy-feely once, but the New Age movement. You know, these kind of gurus like Deepak Chopra and these kind of people, and you know what I mean, don't you?
well, if you get the Freemason, the Freemasons, the Masonic religion, who General Albert Pike, who wrote the Masonic Bible, he said the higher initiates of the Masonic religion should follow the Luciferian doctrine. And he went on to say that yes,